on WRLR 98.3, the voice of Lake County. Welcome to the Dave Mierswa Show. I hope everyone is having a great Sunday. I am on fire.
I am too.
Yeah, we got a whole bunch of reasons why we're on fire.
No kidding.
And, what a great weekend so far.
Oh my God, it's been fabulous. Just
So,
fabulous.
you want to introduce yourself again? We always got
Sure.
new listeners tuning in to this cutting edge show.
It is great. Yes, I'm Peggy Busceni and I'm co-host of the David Mierswa Show. And we have the slot on Sundays at noon, which is probably why you're listening right now, because we've become very popular.
Popular and
and very cutting edge.
demigods.
Yes.
WRLR. So,
Why not?
I guess I should introduce myself too. I'm
Yeah.
co-host
Yeah.
of Dave Mierswa Show. So I'm Dave Mierswa. And thanks for tuning into our show. We got a lot of stuff in store for you. So we're going to get out all of our stuff out of the way here, and we're going to dive into our topic. So
No kidding, no kidding.
let me get the shout outs out of the way. Reach Rescue is a non-for-profit, non-kill animal shelter located in Mundelein. They have a resale shop right next door, and they are non-for-profit. If you're looking for stuff, stop in, buy some more antiques, pretty cool. Also, Save a Pet, located on Fairfield Road in Grays Lake, is also a non-kill, what am I saying here? Non-for-profit animal shelter. I'm gonna get it together.
That's okay.
So, I didn't have my usual bottle of whiskey this morning
Well,
before
we were too
getting out.
busy celebrating the Cubs.
Yeah.
I know.
Oh, you took the thunder.
I know, sorry.
So no. Never be sorry on the show. Dig in and hold your opinion.
I know.
And so this is the show that is about the people, for the people, and bringing justice to the people. And all you listeners, we have a YouTube channel, so you can Google Dave Mierswa, and also all the show gets filmed.
Yeah.
So Google Dave Mierswa, and then also audio is up, as well as the video on law540.com, law540.com. So go there. Peggy, you want to do your PSAs and we'll get those out of the way?
Some shout outs here. Go Cubs. Oh, wait. Okay.
You're going to
Lake
get
County-
into trouble here.
I know. Lake County Women's Bowling Association is holding a fundraiser to benefit its youth bowlers on Tuesday, October 25th, which is this coming Tuesday, from 5 to 8 at the Grays Lake Culvers, and that's at 1239 North Route 83 in Grays Lake. The members of the Lake County Women's Bowling Association will be on hand to serve orders both in the dining room and at the drive-thru. Culvers will be sharing part of the evening's proceeds, which will go to benefit the youth bowlers. So your donations are really greatly appreciated. So again, the Lake County Women's Bowling Association is hosting a fundraiser this Tuesday. So go to Grays Lake Culvers, donate if you want, or eat, or both, or go socialize. It's a great event.
Make some new friends.
Yeah.
And donate some money.
Yeah.
Spend some money.
Hey, and bowl if you have to.
Oh yeah,
bowling.
bowling.
Yeah.
It is a bowling tournament.
It is, darn it. And also, a really important thing for me, Round Lake area, the trick or treat hours, which is next Sunday, October 30th, 2016, which is a week from today. Round Lake is from 1 to 5 p.m. Round Lake Beach is 1 to 4. Round Lake Heights is 1 to 5. Round Lake Park is 1 to 5. And Haynesville, 3:30 to 7. Oh my God, that's forever. Oh, you could get like tons of
Yeah,
candy.
stop in one city.
Yeah.
Get in the minivan.
Yeah, bring all the kids.
Yeah, bring all like 30 kids, pack them in, and go to Haynesville.
Hey, listen,
Get an extra 3 hours.
I know, and if you know the people that are giving away the best candy and
Oh,
stuff, you target their houses.
Yeah, come back.
Yeah, a couple times.
Oh, yeah.
And, I know. We used to do that.
Do you remember trick or treating as a kid? We didn't start until
Till dark. Right.
Yeah.
And stayed out. Well, you were only supposed to stay out till 8 o'clock, but
Oh, we were out till like 10,
Yeah, I know.
10:30.
I know. And my parents were like, really, kids, you really should be home by 8. Wink, wink.
Right.
Yeah.
And no one ever x-rayed any of the candy
no,
or
no.
any of that.
Because you ate it while you were out there because you needed
Right.
energy and you needed to,
That's right.
stay energized and keep going.
Right. And it just, all the paranoia. It's
Totally,
amazing.
totally. Yeah, because I remember one year, all of a sudden you couldn't go to the one guy's house because he gave away apples every year, and I think he was a dentist or a vegetarian, I'm not sure which,
Right.
but,
Something healthy.
right, and then a couple years later, I was like, oh my God, there's a razor blade in there, and it caused such a pandemonium.
Was there really a razor blade, or was that just
I think it was
urban
just
myth?
kind of urban myth, no one ever really found one,
Oh.
but you know how
You know,
it started.
and then they put a sugar tax on in Cook County.
Of course, oh yeah, how rude is that? How rude is that? But they got to do something to drum up some money.
Give away good healthy apples, but
Yeah.
you can't go there because there may be a razor blade.
Well, right,
And then
if you just
the paranoia.
it just worsens every year. So.
But then again, I don't have kids, so
Well, even as a kid and then having kids, but then my parents used to say, yeah, go out and go trick-or-treating and stuff, and I'll see you when you're done. Well, no, now, okay,
Right.
we helicopter parents, we can't help it.
it's like 1 to 2.
Right, yeah.
And you can only go to these 6 houses that
Right,
I know
right.
everyone lives there.
Right,
Half the fun is like going in the neighborhoods, where you shouldn't go.
Right.
It's- But yeah, and I remember too, there was one house that was giving away like quarters.
Yeah,
So we'd stop up there like
yeah.
10 times, 12
exactly,
times.
yeah.
and,
it
Weren't
always-
you just here?
No, I don't think so.
No, trick or treat. Too funny. So, all done with the PSAs?
All done with the PSAs.
Wow, you are
yeah.
becoming efficient.
I'm telling you, we just got to get those trick
So
or treat hours out.
let's get it out of the way, Peggy.
Yeah.
I see what you're wearing here, and it's not your beautiful Hawaiian shirt.
I know.
Tell the listeners what you're wearing.
I'm wearing my Cubs jersey. I've been wearing it for the whole playoffs.
Good luck, right?
Yes, good luck to
Yep.
these Cubs.
Superstition.
Yeah, and that's what the whole thing is. I try not to believe in the superstitions or anything, but I always, if you remember the movie with Tom Hanks, about the baseball women, they had weird superstitions, never wash your
right.
socks and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Well, I was encouraged to wear this jersey throughout the playoffs.
So you haven't showered like in 2 weeks?
Well, yeah, but I can't help
But he
it.
did last night because they
Well,
won.
yeah, I did.
Woo!
And
Thank
so,
God.
yeah,
Thank God for
I
us
know,
in the studio.
I know. I didn't want to stink everybody out, but nonetheless,
But see, you help make them win.
I know, and that's it,
You're looking great today. You always get your big smile.
Oh, yeah, because,
So.
life's too short not to, and,
So you watched the game last
watched
night.
the game.
Were
and-
you? I watched the game too.
Yeah.
I was
good.
on pins and needles.
Well, I know.
And then the guy got walked.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh no! Here's the goat.
I know,
Here's the goat. I thought we barbecued and filleted him. Last week.
I thought we had
Yeah.
it too, and yeah, the walk kind of made me nervous, but you know what? I thought I'm not gonna, if Joe doesn't get all excited, I'm not gonna either.
Yeah.
So,
Can you imagine the immense pressure
Oh my
on?
God, I am sure that, while he's got a really good poker face, their manager, Joe Madden, he didn't show one crack at
Yeah,
all.
he was he's been to
Yeah.
the series before, hasn't he?
Yes,
Okay.
and,
Who did he used to coach
the
before the
Marlins,
Cubs?
the Florida Marlins.
Oh, Florida Marlins.
And they won in
Oh,
their
okay.
first few seasons and stuff, so.
So he I think with his influence
Yes. Oh,
and with bringing all the good players together.
Right,
So.
and the guys in the back office, Theo and Jed and all
Yeah.
that. And I feel like we're all friends and family because,
Right.
they're totally in the news all the time.
Yeah, and
But
I'll
they
admit
do a good
straight
job.
up front, I'm a
Yeah.
fair weather fan.
I know, but that's okay.
But
you
I'm
know what?
excited because Chicago's always got great teams.
Oh my God.
And this one's well deserved.
Yes.
74 years
I know.
since a World Series.
I know.
And you guys, year after year,
Oh,
they
it's
bring the goat out.
heartbreak. Yeah, it's heartbreak, man.
And, every
oh.
year, it's like, you guys are, I always enjoy watching the games.
Yes.
And, finally, so I'm really happy for all the Cubs fans.
Oh, yeah.
They're out partying last night
And still partying
till
today.
3, 4, 5 in the
Oh,
morning.
yeah.
And the cops were pretty cool about it.
They're
And I didn't hear any violence at all.
Not a
Yeah.
one. Not
And that's what it's all about.
exactly. Party,
And
have fun.
Maybe at the World Series, they'll overturn some cars.
Well,
which-
maybe, but.
But I kind of understand lighting a few.
Well, maybe a couple of firecrackers or something, but
Yeah, no, it should be just the way it is. Celebrate
Exactly.
and no property damage, and
No
everyone.
disturbances,
yeah.
no looting, no fire, nothing,
Right.
it should be great. I mean, even Cleveland, they too have been in a bit of a drought.
Right.
And, it's gonna be a hard-fought victory, whoever wins.
No, when does the first game start? Is that
Tuesday.
Tuesday? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so we
Okay.
got a couple days rest to,
Right.
get everything in order.
Line up the liquor cabinets.
Liquor cabinet and the hors d'oeuvres.
Yeah, and the hors d'oeuvres. I was gonna say meatballs
Well, yeah.
and firehouse chili.
Exactly. Oh, yeah,
So-
and it's a 7-game series, so I believe they start in Cleveland and they're there a couple
Well,
days.
they don't play all the way through 7 games. If the one
Hopefully,
team,
4.
if one
That's
team-
the 7.
okay, 4 out of 7. So
Yeah.
okay, got it.
Yeah, so, it's, very contentious, but nonetheless, a great rivalry, I think, that, of course, Cubs will win, but, Cleveland, they too,
And
like I said,
it's the Cleveland. What's their team name?
the Indians.
The Cleveland Indians.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And when's the last time Cleveland's been to?
I think it's been about 50 years for them.
Oh, wow.
too. Yeah.
So we got the two
the
teams
two
that have.
that have been revving up for a long time.
Yeah.
But they, and they're a good team. They've always been a good team in the American League. They've had some down years and stuff, but they too are a strong team.
And-
Either team could win. But
Tell me if I'm wrong, but the Dodgers were a pretty hot team.
they were great.
And they've
Oh.
been to the World Series
8
recently.
or 9 times, not recently. It's been since the late '80s, I believe, that
Okay,
they were.
but they had a really good team this year,
They did.
and then that just tells you how good the Cubs are.
Exactly, and the Giants too. The
Yeah.
Cubs beat the Giants, which they were the winners last year of the World
Right.
Series. Oh my God! And the Cubs won.
Yeah,
And
Excited.
they were worried about the one pitcher on the Giants, and then Clayton Kershaw last night and stuff, and who is an excellent pitcher, but they all have great defense behind them.
right.
But it's just the Cubs kept trying.
They
and
stayed
trying.
on the offense.
Yeah.
Through a lot of it. And then a couple DPs in there.
Yeah,
I saw.
oh man, I can't believe the game ended with a double play.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, this
Yeah,
is
that's
gonna
all.
be-
It was all over Facebook.
Yeah.
So,
And
yeah.
I thought for sure that guy was safe, and I'm like, oh my God, that's gonna be. But I'm sure the ump's like, I'm just gonna call him out and get it over
Right.
with.
I want to make a little extra money.
Exactly.
I hope those emails don't come out in WikiLeaks.
I know, oh God.
So,
Yeah.
so congratulations
To the
to
Cubs.
everyone, and
Yes.
I think this radio station makes it all the way down to Chicago.
Hey, I think
So actually, it
does.
makes it all the way around the world
I think it
on-
does too.
on
Yeah.
the app.
Yeah.
So-
So hey, it's gonna be great.
There's
with,
some listener in Australia does it
like,
right
who's the
now,
Cubs? Yeah.
and he's trying to contact someone for rescue, and he's listening to our show on his last battery power.
Yeah.
So the last thing I hear is
Sorry.
Dave and Peggy. No,
Talking about the Cubs.
yeah, talking about the Cubs winning.
It's okay, it's all good, it's
Okay.
going out on a good note.
Let me check my chart here.
Okay,
You made my chart. Peggy's PSAs, we got that done.
okay,
All right, I guess we're here to the topic.
okay.
So I'm kind of
Okay.
mechanical today.
That's okay, it's been a long weekend.
It's been a long week.
I know.
How was your week?
My
Did you have a good week?
It was a very good week. Very busy at work and, trying to learn a whole lot of new things. And, it's busy. So,
Remind the listeners what you do. You started a new job about 2
I
weeks ago.
did, yes. I started a new job with Catholic Charities, and I am the intake and assessment team lead that handles our senior citizens. And, they have problems after coming out of a hospital. They need services, stuff like that. So we try to accommodate them if they qualify. And, I deal with people every day, all day, so I'm always talking. Shocking, I know.
Wow.
But yeah.
That's shocking for all the listeners.
I
You've
know.
been on the air now for 3 months, so like, there's a person that talks more than Dave, and she's on his show.
I know, and I totally love it, But I was just saying the other day
That's
to
great.
one of my coworkers, in real life, I'm a librarian, and this is a very translatable course for me as far as profession, because as a librarian, we too offer information for services and, what to do, or people come in for advice or information or something in the libraries, and that's what I've been doing for a long time. And I said, geez, I didn't realize I had such transferable skills, but I do. And
It's called helping people.
that's it, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and I totally, totally love it, and it humbles
Good for
me
you.
every day to know that I don't know everything, and
There's a lot of people that don't even have shelter
exactly,
out there
Yeah.
or food,
mm-hmm,
and they have to go to other people to get food.
right, and the pride factor falls into a lot of that, and it's like,
Yeah.
you know what, I sometimes can't identify with some of the things that happen, but sometimes I can.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a divorced parent, so
Yeah.
yes, it's totally, you need some help every now and again.
Yeah.
And you gotta speak up and say, hey, what can I do here? I'm kind of lost.
I get up every day and I always try to be grateful
Mm-hmm,
for what I've been handed,
uh-huh,
and I've been very fortunate in my life,
yes,
being raised in who I am, and I always like fighting for the small guy,
sure, yeah.
person,
Yeah,
guy, person,
whatever.
individual.
Yeah, yes,
and sometimes it's a real challenge. And
mm-hmm,
I've actually this last week I've done some pro bono
really?
Yeah.
Wow, good for
for
you.
for a couple of people this week.
Mm-hmm.
It's not over yet, but so it's good. And then we stopped over yesterday. We had a friend that had a newborn
Oh,
baby, and they moved to the Schaumburg area.
how
So we
nice.
went to go see their baby. Their baby was born eight weeks premature.
Ooh,
Yeah,
okay.
but the baby fully developed.
Sure.
But they're just burned out.
Wow, sure.
And I heard about giving birth.
Yeah.
Women are way stronger than any men. So all you men out there
Yeah.
that think that you're a BA, let me tell you, she told me about the birth. It went on for 3 days,
Wow.
and with all the monitoring and
And all
all
that
the
good
stuff
stuff,
going on,
yeah.
she couldn't sleep.
Sure.
Every half an hour, they're coming in and
Checking
poking
her.
and
Yeah.
prodding the
Yeah.
blood, and
Yeah.
then they had to go to the hospital for 7 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah.
so we kind of waited to see them because all their family came in
Sure.
and
Yeah, it's overwhelming.
and all that, and they're just trying to kind of reboot. And then at the same time, they bought a new house.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, it's like one of these is enough. And
Yeah.
so we stopped over there for 3 hours,
Wow.
and I'm like, Karen, maybe we should,
Not
a
stay
little
so long, or-
space. And
yeah.
finally, I
Yeah.
like started pulling,
Uh-huh.
us
Yeah.
out of there,
Yeah.
just because the first time I don't want to be on their list of
Yeah,
like
don't
people
let
that
them
have
back
been
in.
annoyed, right? Yeah. So I think we were there for about 3 hours, just enough to.
Just enough
And then
to-
they didn't have a baby monitor
Oh,
yet, so we're gonna go out and get them one.
how
And,
wonderful.
and my other friend,
Mm-hmm.
they gave him all this other stuff and all that, and I go, "Do you have a baby monitor?"
Yeah.
And they don't realize. Well, no, we don't. I go, "Oh, this will help you sleep."
Uh-huh. Yes.
So
Yes.
so we went out and got them a really nice video one, and let me tell you, they're not cheap. They're like
yeah.
a mini computer.
I know.
So we're gonna get this for our other friend couple that had their newborn,
Oh, cool.
and she was just I gotta say, she was so delicate.
Yeah.
Like, do you want to hold her? I'm like, no, back off. And I go, when she's like starting to stand
Yeah.
and more like
Mhm.
wholesome and
stronger.
stronger, yeah, and
Yeah.
she was fully developed. It's this tiny little thing.
She fit in probably both your hands.
Oh, one hand.
One.
Oh yeah,
Wow,
she's
that's little.
yeah, probably two. Yeah, very
Yeah.
very small. And I'm like, no. But we were with her, and we just both melted.
Oh, I'm sure you
And
did.
she's so
Yeah.
cute.
Mhm.
So that was yesterday. We really had a great
Yeah.
night and
It's
a
great.
good
I
weekend.
mean, when it's hard when a baby is born prematurely or is ill when they're born, because you go in as a mom and you're like, okay, I'm going to have this baby, and within
Right.
3 days I'm going to go home with my prize.
Right.
And if you don't go home with the prize for whatever reason,
Right.
it's a very weird experience, you know.
Yep, and then the mom said that it was just killing her because
Sure.
she was
Didn't know what to do.
helpless,
Sure.
and it was all left up to the professionals. But thank God
Thank God
after
they were
7
there.
weeks,
Yeah,
I mean, they were so tired. She just wanted to go home. And now
exactly.
you got the baby in the room, and she makes these little noises, like the baby on The Simpsons.
Yeah.
It was
And all
so
of a sudden-
cute.
And it's funny
And-
how fast you react to noises like that when
Yeah.
the baby makes it. It's like, wait, what, are you all right?
Right.
What's the matter? Don't let him cry because, after
Right.
a while I figured I gotta let him cry because it develops their lungs.
These two aren't helicopter parents.
Oh, well, okay.
And they're great. So, and then they moved from the city out to the suburbs here.
Wow,
So we'll be
Good change.
frequently seeing them more,
good.
and so that's good. And they're actually, I met one of them through my wife.
Oh, how
So
wonderful.
my wife used to work with them. So
Wow, so
Yeah.
maybe you'll be godparents or something.
I think their whole family. We're just good friends.
Oh,
I
okay.
think their families.
Oh,
you
I'm
know,
gonna
per-
take care of that? Okay.
Yeah. So.
That's good.
But yeah, it was great, and it was just a great experience. And then I told them, yeah, we got a new baby too. Oh, really? Oh my God! I'm like, yeah, we got a baby named
Okay.
Sprat. And the mom's like, oh.
Oh, is that it?
So, and then too, I guess the husband, when she was in the hospital
Mhm.
and had the upper dermal.
The epidural?
Epidural
Uh-huh.
needle in her,
Yeah.
and he came back into her room.
Yeah.
She's like, "Oh, what's in the bag?" She was expecting maybe a new blanket
Oh,
or
yeah,
something
yeah.
related. He's like, "Oh, my feet hurt. I got a new pair of shoes."
Oh. Well, okay, honey.
So, and I got a feeling that he's always going to be in trouble, like most guys are,
Of course, of course.
or partners,
Yeah.
or partners.
Yeah, yes.
So this is a traditional marriage, but I'm happy for any couple that once they have a child
Yes.
and it brings them together. And I gotta say, this little baby is so cute.
Mm-hmm.
And for anyone that doesn't have kids, it melted my heart.
I'm sure, and for you, that's
So,
pretty.
Oh,
That's
thank
pretty-
you. Yeah, cold-hearted Dave.
Well, I didn't say cold-hearted. I just say, a little.
Something close to that.
Well, yeah,
Iceberg Dave.
Well, yeah, there we go. Iceberg Dave. Yeah, no, I'm sure that once you see a child, you
Oh, yeah.
react to it as if you, it were your own, sprat. If it were your own.
Yeah, unless
kid.
I'm in a restaurant.
Well, right, and then shut up, kids.
Even at McDonald's.
Yeah.
Hey, keep it down in the playroom. I'm trying to enjoy my 2,000 calorie burger.
Yeah, cheeseburger and fries. Yeah.
We almost burned like half the show
I
talking
know.
about whatever.
Oh, I know.
I guess it's the more important stuff. So, all right,
Exactly.
today's topic
Yes. Oh,
is Trump versus Hillary on the issues.
yeah.
And then also I'm going to go over Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, that Trump talked about, and he has a contract with the American people.
Uh-huh.
Remember that? Was that Gingrich who had the contract with America?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
So let's talk about the topics. We got about 7 minutes before break.
Well, okay.
And so what are your thoughts on the differences between Hillary and
Well, I
the
think,
Trumpster?
I think most of the things have gotten way out of control, and there's no way to bring it back to civilization
When you say things are out of control, what are you referring
as
to?
far as their remarks to each other.
Oh, okay.
As
The
far as,
negativism.
yes, the
Okay.
total negativism, and their ability to skate around all the issues and never say, well, I'm going to help America do this, or America, we need to band together and do this.
Right.
Because they're so busy flagellating each other in public.
That's a good term.
Yeah, I kind of like that. In public and trying to make the other one look ridiculous,
Right.
when they already look ridiculous.
Right.
And I don't know how we have sunk into these depths.
Right.
Short of real TV and all the television shows that are so intent on focusing in on our shortcomings as human beings. These
Right.
people, they're trying to lead the country. If you like Hillary, okay, whatever, it is what it is. But if you like Trump, it is what it is. But they're trying to forward the country. some people think one more than the other, but you know, they've sunk into just new lows when it comes to being human.
Character assassinations.
Complete, and it's
yeah.
like, you know, we're missing the point to try to uplift ourselves and
Right.
keep ourselves in the, you know, in the forefront.
Mhm.
Now we're just bickering
Yeah.
like backyard wash women, and I'm sure I'm gonna hear about that one. I know,
Folks,
but
she said it, I
know,
did.
I know, but you know,
That's why I brought you on the show.
I know. And,
If a male says that, we get bashed.
I know.
But if
and
a female says it, you get
I
away with
know.
it. It's that double standard. Oh
It
my God,
is.
I've been fighting that my whole life.
Don't believe it.
There's more double standards with men.
Oh, I know. I
Men
get
can
it.
be a dog and we get away with it, and we
Yes.
chew on how many bones.
I know.
And how many fleas do we have?
Exactly, sure.
But,
you
but
know,
that's just part of life.
Well, right, and yeah, you know, but you know,
So,
it's crazy
you know,
how we
part-
sunk.
Part of each of the Democratic and the Republican strategy is to outdo the other to turn off their voter.
Right.
Not trying to get them to turn and vote for them. That used
Right.
to be the traditional
Yeah.
way that you'd win.
Yeah.
They both have gone so negative to turn off the voters to give up voting for their candidate.
Right.
And one of the tactics, you know, we've already talked about the media.
Yeah.
And I think the media, this cycle, has injected themselves into the campaign
Yes.
instead of being an arbitrator or a mediator.
Or even
Or
I
a
wanna say,
reporter.
or a almost a voyeur, but in a good sense, not in a bad sense.
Right.
But you know, just
Pro and
to-
con, pro
yeah,
and con.
Yeah.
And
just-
they've all turned con,
exactly.
just like what you said. And I think part of it is they're trying to reach as low as possible
Yeah.
to turn off the voter so they don't vote. And then the lowest candidate, well, the second lowest candidate actually wins. And
Well,
that was on part of the talk shows
Mhm.
this week. I've been listening to the talk show. So next week, we're going to have a special guest on.
We are.
So talk about her.
A friend of mine, an author, Liz Nagel, she just wrote a book called I'm Single, Not Dead. And it's the pursuit of life / happiness / whatever as a single person in this day and age. And the book is on sale through Amazon.com. I'm not quite sure the price, but nonetheless, I'm sure it's very reasonable. And she's a new author, and
So did
great.
she go through a divorce or did she
No,
go through
no.
a cancer? Like what?
you know,
What's the term single?
She's been single her entire life. I believe she
Okay.
was in a relationship for a while,
Okay.
and then it didn't end well. And you know, she went back to being a single person, and
Okay.
you know, it was somewhat infuriating for her because for her whole life, people were saying, "Are you going to get married? Are you going to have kids?"
Oh, sure,
Are you
the
gonna-"
stigma
Yeah. You know,
to
and-
someone being single, like there's something wrong with them.
Exactly. you
So
know.
she wrote a book on
She
it.
wrote a book about
That's
it.
pretty awesome.
It is awesome, and she's a first-time book writer, publisher. She's she does she's an artist as well.
And what was her name again?
Elizabeth Nagel.
Okay, and she's coming on next Sunday.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
very cool.
So yeah.
Good.
pretty-
We'll turn
pretty
away from
exciting.
politics.
Yeah, and do something
And
fun.
yeah, a little more life.
Yeah,
That's pretty awesome. So we got about a minute here before break.
Okay.
And so, yeah, I think you're right, Peggy. That's a huge point that a lot of the voters are getting burned out. Thank
Oh.
God there's how many days left now?
I think 20, something like
18,
that.
18,
Yeah.
18 or
Maybe
19 or
around
20,
the
somewhere in
teens.
there. Less than 3 weeks.
Yeah, but they're going to turn people off so
And-
much. They're
and-
not going to vote.
People are already voting now.
Yeah.
Early voting.
I know.
And I got actually this week I got a couple of cases over Lake County, so I'm gonna
You got an early vote.
early vote.
Good man.
Gee, I wonder who.
Me too.
Yeah. For good
Hey,
old Donald.
That's okay, you know.
Rooting for the Cubs on Tuesday.
Yes, so
So
big
let's
week.
let's do this. So let's cut the break.
Okay.
And we'll reorganize, and then we'll come back swinging,
Perfect.
talking about the differences between Hillary and Trump, and kind of analyzing what's been going on for the last year and a half
Exactly.
in life.
God,
So,
yeah.
all right, we'll be back in a couple minutes. Show about the people, for the people, and bringing justice to the people. On every Sunday from 12 to 1 p.m. on WRLR 98.3, the voice of Lake County. Welcome back to the Dave Mierswa Show. I'm your host, Dave Mierswa, and
Peggy Busceni's co-host.
so Peggy, is it still between 12 and 1?
I believe so.
So we're still on the air.
I guess so.
Sometimes it just flies in the studio. You know, we just start talking
And
about
all
stuff,
of a
and
sudden, it's over, and I know, I just say, we need more time,
yeah.
a
So
couple more hours.
yeah, we also need to take time off too. It looks like a nice day out there.
I know, I hear you.
Blue skies before the winter doldrum and all that.
Yes,
So
I know.
on Saturday, Trump was in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania.
Mm-hmm, yes.
He gave a speech. It's called Contract with the American Voter. Similar, I think it was Newt Gingrich's Contract with America. There could have been another politician.
Uh-huh.
Don't quote me.
No.
I'm 49, but I'm a young 29
Yes, you are.
in spirit and
Me
in
too.
looks.
Me too.
In you too. Yeah. You're about 31.
That's right. Yeah,
I'm 29.
yeah,
So
that's
a little
okay.
younger.
That's okay. 31
Got the edge.
is a pretty good.
No, you're looking good.
Yeah.
You're looking good today.
Yeah.
So, and Trump says that this is what he wants to do in the next the first 100 days of making America great again. So he's got all these quotes in there, but we only got so much
Yeah,
time.
I know,
So
yeah.
let me give you the 2-minute version. So first, he wants to propose a constitutional amendment to impose term limits on members of Congress.
Excellent idea.
Huge. A
Yeah.
hiring freeze on all federal employees to reduce federal workforce through attrition.
Yes.
So he's not going to fire them all right away. I would.
Well, yeah.
Get rid of them all.
Come in and clean house.
I got some friends that are in government, and
You know,
when I see them this week, hey, I heard your show. I'm like, oh, maybe you should just retire right now
exactly.
before we fire you. So, third, requirement for every federal regulation. So every federal regulation goes in, 2 regulations must be eliminated. Pretty
Okay.
genius.
Yeah.
Or maybe not. Yeah, that's a pretty good thing.
That's a pretty good
A
thing.
5-year ban on White House and congressional officials from becoming lobbyists after they leave government service.
That's excellent.
Yep.
Oh,
Fifth,
my
a
God.
lifetime ban on White House officials lobbying on behalf of foreign governments.
Excellent.
Yep.
Yeah.
6, a complete ban on foreign lobbyists raising money for American elections. Yep. Okay, here's 7 actions that he wants to do too. So I will announce my intention to renegotiate NAFTA,
Great.
and then he wants to announce a withdrawal from the TPP, which stands for, everyone's like, what the heck does TPP stand for? Trans-Pacific Partnership.
Yes.
Okay.
People were thinking that was like a toilet paper thing, but
Right.
that's not true.
Don't go there. This is a
No.
family-friendly show, Peggy.
Exactly.
Yeah, sometimes it's really hard to watch the adjectives or the proverbs
I
that
know.
are in my mind.
I know, mind you. I wish there was like a little, bubble up here that I'm
Yeah.
like TPP, toilet paper. Yeah, I
Yeah.
know, sorry.
So TPP.
P.
TPP. Now you got me off track.
Sorry.
So my mind's wandering anyway.
I-
I thought
yeah.
my mind is on the Cubs on Tuesday,
Yeah.
and my mind is blue skies today.
Oh, I know. It's,
So,
yeah. It's a
okay.
great day.
Number 3,
Yes.
Secretary of Treasurer to label China as a currency manipulator.
Yes,
And
completely.
all of people out there don't realize how they manipulate the currency to have that affect commerce with the United States. Huge
Exactly.
thing. So basically, they devalue the currency, and then it creates a bigger negative effect on America,
Exactly.
or vice versa.
All right, well,
I hedged on that.
well, yeah.
It's one of the two. I will direct the Secretary of Commerce and U.S. Trade Representative to identify all foreign trading abuses that unfairly impact American workers and direct them to use every tool under American and international law to end the abuses immediately.
That would be great.
Yeah, 5th, I will lift restrictions on the production of $50 trillion worth of job-producing American energy reserves, including shale oil, natural gas, and clean coal.
That's wonderful.
He's going to
We can
put
do
the
it.
coal workers back to work.
That would be great.
The Obama-Clinton administration
Totally, it's defunct.
destroyed.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
Lift Obama-Clinton roadblocks to allow vital energy infrastructure projects like the Keystone Pipeline to move forward.
Yeah, we need that.
Yeah.
It's it's vital.
And here's another myth. Well, let me ask you this.
Huh?
I'm gonna put you on the hot seat. You're always on the hot seat, as
Isn't
I,
it? Okay.
with you in here. Yeah, it's amazing how we get along.
I love it.
Because you got a really alpha personality.
Yeah, I know. I've been told.
Worse than mine.
Well.
I'm just
days.
kidding. I'm just kidding. Yeah, you're always fun to hang around.
Oh, yeah.
So, but you know where you stand with you.
Well, right.
You state what's on your mind.
Exactly.
Probably why we get along
Yes.
most of the time. You and climate change. Tell me, what's your opinion on climate change? Does it exist or what-
ozone hole? I mean, come on, you know.
So you think
It's
the
made up.
climate change is one more attempt to?
You know, look over here while we're over here doing, you know, something else. Oh, please, it's a complete sham.
All right, one of these days we're gonna have to find a topic
Yeah.
that we disagree on,
I know, yeah.
and then go at it.
Well, you know,
I will bring my knives and my
I know.
axes. We're gonna walk out of here bloody.
Bloody and bruised. I know.
So
But-
we'll find something.
Well, great minds do think alike, and you know,
Yeah.
great minds can see a sham when they see it, you know, and
I-
call it a sham.
Yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head.
Yeah,
I don't believe it. And you know, I've studied the data on this
yeah,
and the changing in position. It was first of all, it wasn't always climate change. It was global warming.
right,
And then it was
Yeah.
cold, and then it was going to get too cold. Everything
Right.
was going to freeze,
right.
and we were going to have the Arctic,
Ice age again.
yeah, ice age again,
Yeah.
coming down to Wisconsin.
Well, you know, and then when they got the brainiacs out of Hollywood coming out talking about
Oh.
climate change, like Leonardo DiCaprio, and, you know, I love
Yeah.
the man as an actor,
Yeah,
but as a politician / climate change specialist,
yeah.
you know, go sit in the corner there, Mr. DiCaprio. You have no business talking
Oh,
about
that
this.
and there's so many of them.
I know,
Just
I
like in
know.
politics.
Yes. Oh, they have no idea.
And
you
they're
know,
clueless.
and you know, you give him enough notes, he can act the part.
Right.
Oh, I'm a climate change
Yeah.
specialist. I'm worried about America. He has no business
You know,
talking about it.
I always watch Bill Maher,
Ah,
and sometimes I agree with him,
yeah.
and like 98% of the time I don't.
Ah.
But I always like watching the shows that are kind of left-centered
Sure.
or left-leaning,
Yes.
and the psychology that goes through their minds.
Yeah.
And
it's-
they're so funny. They want to hear everyone's opinion unless you're in the center or to the right.
Right.
And then
And
it
they
just becomes
swing.
this bashing,
Right.
as demonstrated by all the videos that came out with the DNC and
Oh, yeah.
hiring mentally disabled people to go into Trump rallies
Yeah.
to become violent.
Yeah.
Now you're talking about new lows.
Yeah. That's
And
just insane.
I have not heard anything on the Republican side, but I bet you the Republican insiders were thinking about it.
I'm sure they were. I'm sure they
And
were
they're kind of
saying,
the same boat.
Yeah, you know, it's crazy. Like I said, people are sinking to new depths to try to unseat somebody or unhinge somebody
Yeah,
as far as being in a leadership position.
yeah,
You
it's
know,
amazing.
we're crazy to listen.
So on Trump's first day, he says he's going to cancel every unconstitutional executive memorandum or order issued by President Obama.
Oh,
Yay. He's going to begin the selection process of the 20 judges that he's already listed.
oh, cool.
So third, cancel all federal funding for sanctuary cities.
Okay.
Bam.
Well,
Takes away all their.
yeah.
Fourth, begin moving more than 2 million illegal immigrants from this country.
Those are two words that, you know, you don't hear together
Yeah,
when it comes to.
we're not talking about all the hardworking.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I got friends that are Latino and
And not
Hardworking.
legal. Right, yeah. I know.
we'll work something out in middle class tax relief act.
Good.
Let's see, end offshore act. So I guess he wants to relocate companies from laying off workers in order to relocate to other countries.
Mhm.
American energy and infrastructure. He wants to spur $1 trillion investment over 10 years. You know, why are they always going in the future? Why don't they cap it to 4 years? You know, they're always doing this trick.
Well, right.
Well, it
and-
doesn't go in my term.
Well, and the thing is too, I mean, they really can't do anything within a year or 4 years. 10 years is a good amortization time, it's a good time for things to happen,
I think that's a fallacy. I think in 4 years,
yeah.
I think you could rip apart the budget. I
Yeah.
think you could start to get things balanced. And
One would hope, but you also gotta remember, the people that are listening to this information, they only take
Yeah.
out what they wanna hear.
Yeah.
So they hear $1 trillion and 10 years, and in reality, he could probably do it within the 4 years.
Right.
But to tell 10 years, it gives it a little longer time to develop, come to fruition, and then come with the outcome that perhaps he's looking for.
Right.
So, but the general public that listens to this just hears the $1 trillion and they're like, you're gonna save me how much?
Right.
Oh, so, selective listening, good dictation with the 1 trillion, but, there's so much more to it than just that one phrase.
so he wants to end Common Core and
Yeah.
bring school choice back to the states and local level. That's
a good idea,
Here's a huge one: repeal and replace Obamacare,
yeah.
which is within 2-3 years. It's all
gonna
financially.
go kerfooey anyway.
Obama said this. I think it was this last week that it wasn't his fault about all the exchanges and
Blame someone else.
remember the lie when you can keep your doctor.
Yeah, sure.
It's just so many lies. Affordable Child Care and Elder Care Act. That's a pretty good one.
That's important.
You can do tax deductions and stuff like that. That's
It's
pretty
really
cool.
important.
And Illegal Immigration Act,
Uh,
which that's a really touchy subject.
It is, but it's gonna put a lot of people to work too. It's
Yeah.
gonna make us further our education and figure out how to manipulate the system to make
But-
sure everybody gets what they need.
But right, Hillary's for open borders.
I know,
Remember, she's got one public policy and then she's got a private policy.
exactly.
And I think Trump is through and through.
Yeah,
So what he thinks in public is what he thinks in private.
exactly.
For probably 98%.
95%, yeah.
Restoring Community Safety Act, having to do with federal crime. Restoring National Security Act wants to rebuild the military.
Yeah,
And then here's a huge one: clean up corruption in Washington. He described Washington as a swamp and wanting to drain it.
it totally is.
And that's a great way to put it without using other colorful words.
Yes. But
You know,
that
here
does
on this
bring
family
a
friendly.
very colorful picture to my mind about, what is in a swamp.
Yeah,
And
so
they're there.
yeah, Washington, it's just amazing. All the lies, and this is also on the Republican side.
Uh-huh.
They own it.
Yeah,
The Republicans own it as much as the Democrats.
yeah, some Democrats, but the Republicans say, okay, it's a little swampy here, but all right, and let's try to rejuvenate ourselves. Although it's going to take longer than 4 years, but at least he's got the bug in our ear to get going and to do it. So those are pretty good points.
Did you notice this week the timing of retaking the city of Mosul in Iraq?
I saw that.
Yeah, our president,
Yeah.
who, and folks, you got to read a little bit here,
Yeah,
and you can read your article here in a second.
yeah,
That this last week they started retaking the city of Mosul,
yes.
and isn't it funny? There's only less than 100 days that President Obama has left in.
Exactly.
And to shore up Hillary and his own legacy so he doesn't look like he was a lame duck president, started this timeline,
Yes.
and in leaving possibly a new mess or front for the new president, whoever comes in.
Exactly.
And think about it, President Obama sat on this, could have done something for years and years and years.
Exactly.
Now you got 100 days to go, and you
all of a sudden
decide.
you want to go to work? Oh,
Yeah.
good God.
Oh, and then there was the UN
Yeah.
came out with a new report. There was a third attack from a Syrian dictator, Assad, chemical attack.
Oh,
And do you remember back, and I think it was 2012 or 2013, President Obama gave a red line that Assad must go because
that's
he-
right. Oh, yeah, the line
he
in the sand.
unleashed
Yeah.
chemical attack.
Yeah,
So they had another report this week that came out in the paper.
that's true. I know.
And it just, I'm trying to hang in here, and if Hillary gets in,
We're in trouble. Oh, God.
it is, I mean, there are so many people are so burned out for the last 8 years.
Yes.
Can you imagine, it's gonna be like 50 years of
Oh.
Obama in 4 years.
Yeah.
And there are so many disenfranchised people out there now,
Mm-hmm.
and if she gets in, and with all the illegitimate tactics
And all this stuff, there was a thing
Yeah,
on
go ahead.
WikiLeaks this week. Let's see here, WikiLeaks release of stolen, presumably authentic Hillary Clinton campaign emails makes clear that the WikiLeaks is true and overriding the overriding idea for her right now. And I when I saw a few of the leaks, I'm like, you know, because she's doing not it's not Facebook, but you know, you talk live. Well, I guess it could be Facebook. You talk live.
yeah, I think that's Facebook.
Yeah, you can do it on there. Yeah, but I mean, she's
Social
talking.
media.
Yeah, you know, she's talking on social media about something, and you know, in regards to whatever her position was for while she was doing all that illegal stuff she was doing, you know. But I seeing that, I'm like, ugh. But it just after seeing all that, it just sort of boggles my mind that people continue to support this person.
Right.
You know, she's doing things totally against the law.
Yeah.
And usually.
And they excuse it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they don't even want to address that.
Yeah.
You know, they don't even, they meaning, you know, the general public, the rest of the Democrats, the Republicans are not even saying a whole lot about it.
To me, the whole rule of law has lost its way.
Gone. Yeah.
And the Justice Department has lost its way. And I gotta tell you, personally,
Yeah.
from an attorney's point of view, I took an oath
Yeah.
to uphold the Constitution.
Yeah.
I got a real problem with a lot of things that are going on with our Justice Department. I got a real problem
Yeah.
what's going on with Congress. I got a real problem what's going on with the presidency.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you know, the trick is, you know, what do you do about it? And then number two, what do you do about it legally?
Well, right.
And how do you address a problem when the very system that you seek a remedy from is part of the corruption?
Yes. And it's so
And-
hard to even describe your frustration at.
Oh,
It's sick right from the core.
yeah.
And
Yeah,
how do you-
from the very departments that are supposed to be dispensing and enforcing the law, they have now become part of the politically infused machine. And
You know.
and as an attorney, and I tell you, I try to get it off my mind, but every day I get up and I remember the day I took an oath as an attorney
Yeah.
to uphold the law in the Constitution and certain canons
Yes.
as an attorney. And then I see, and the Clintons are, I think they're both disbarred,
They are.
and if I'm not
The Obamas are
mistaken,
too.
yeah. Well, I thought Michelle was on inactive. I don't know if they got disbarred or not.
Well, you know, I know that when Mr. Obama took the office of president, he suspended his license.
Okay.
But Michelle.
I mean,
I don't
when
think
you
she can
suspend your
practice.
license, much different from being disbarred. Disbarred
Oh, you're
means
done.
not by choice.
Yeah, right.
That means a body found you guilty of all these
some crime.
violations.
Yes.
And,
Yes.
and we got about 2-3 minutes left here. It
Ah.
flies.
God, I don't know how
So-
the time just goes so fast, but just so much to talk about and so
You get
much.
two talkers in a room
I
and
know, look out.
a room full of listeners out there. So.
And it's a big room.
Yeah, it is. It's a huge room. So I think we highlighted some differences between the two. You know, Hillary's a lot for open borders,
Right.
and you know, and here's the thing: is you know the corruption factor. You know, Trump has made a lot of mistakes. I think we admit that.
Sure, but
I think he said some stupid things, and of
Well-
course, but I stack that up against
her
all-
crimes.
all of her, right, all of her crimes.
Yeah,
And just because the corrupt FBI and the Justice Department doesn't call it a crime, the rest of us who have integrity and the Constitution, we know what has happened.
well, yeah.
And
I know I'd be in jail if I'd have pulled some of those.
oh, are you
things.
kidding me?
Well, I mean, there was a thing on Facebook this week with Martha Stewart. She's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
oh yeah, I did something with the SEC, I did that, and Hillary's running for president.
Yeah, a general's facing jail time
Oh,
because
Of something
it was
she
a
did.
4-star general.
yeah.
So,
I mean, it's
well,
crazy.
he posted some stuff that he shouldn't, and but it just the corruption thing is, you know, and anyone who doesn't, I understand Trump, but if you don't support Donald, then you are supporting. They think that, oh, I'm being independent. It's a binary choice.
Exactly.
Trump, with, we know he's got a big mouth and all that, or complete corruption.
Well, right.
And what's left of the integrity of this government is gone.
Oh, totally.
And then the next question is, if she gets in, the next question is, you know, what are we gonna do about it?
Well, right, and that's the whole thing. We have to
And
find a
that's
remedy if she does make it.
that's the scary part.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the other side of this. Congress just doesn't, you know, they're a wet noodle Congress.
Yes.
And all these people have been voted in, and we got like 1 minute left, so we gotta wrap the show up.
I know.
I'm on my soapbox.
I like it though. But it's true, man. Congress is, they're doing nothing, and the president right now is stepping over them and making his own laws, which I totally am like.
And he was part of her email server,
Yes, yeah.
and you know the corruption is just
It's
sick
so
me.
deep, it is
Yeah.
like, we
It
are
makes
in
me
trouble.
sick.
Yeah, I
Um,
mean, why follow the rules if they're not?
Correct.
Why should we?
Right.
You know,
And that's the whole point.
Yeah.
I think we covered enough topics. So next week, let's give a shout out again for your author friend.
oh yes, my friend
next week.
Elizabeth Nagel will be on next Sunday talking about her book, I'm Single, Not Dead. And it's available on Amazon.com. And yeah, she'll be visiting us next week, so I can't wait.
Yeah, I can't wait to have her come in. We're gonna pivot away from politics.
Yeah, yeah.
Next Sunday, get everyone a break, and I
It'll
think
be
by
fun.
now, you're either on one camp or the other. So
Right, right.
okay, so we'll be back next Sunday. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great Sunday.
week. Bye. Go Cubs.